Hey everybody, my name is Mr. Anderson. I am the Indie Devil, the Indie Advocate, and the guy with the flu this week. You can follow me at mranderson.com or the indieadvocate.com. And don't you dare forget to visit the site that empowers everything we do and brings you this amazing video, which is the crowdfunding report for the 1st of May. That's right, we're already in the 5th month of 2019. We're almost halfway through it. And this is IndieAdvocates.com, the global digital Comic Con, the site that is empowering indie comics and advocating for them, their creators, and the new worlds they create, dedicated to ending the reboot culture. Oh my goodness, we're going to jump right into it today. You guys are in for a treat. We're going to start off with the great Leah Letterman's Cafe Macabre, and here we go. I'm gonna get you to it right now.
Hi, I'm Leah Letterman, and I want to tell you about Cafe Macabre, a collection of horror stories and art by women. This whole project is really a crime of opportunity. I'm a freelance editor, and as such, I have access to some really great writing minds. The inspiration for this came late at night. I was letting my dog out after I had just spent several hours editing horror stories by a couple of different authors. And, I'm editing them, which means I was elbow deep in those stories, and I'm coming up with bloodied nouns and verbs, and I was terrified because I was hearing the different characters from the different stories by the different writers in my head, and they were kind of talking to each other. And I thought, that's it. I knew I needed to gather those voices together in the same book and hear them talk to each other. And I wanted women's voices because, well, there's just not enough women in my life, and I like to hear what women have to say. It's worth listening to. This book is special because each story is accompanied by a piece of art from a female artist specifically tailored for that story. And the result is horrific bliss. The stories and art all speak to each other, and it's like you're overhearing conversations in a smoky cafe or a really great party. I'm running Kickstarter to help me get this collection out to the printer and off the ground, and I'm extending you an invitation to my horror cafe. Each tier gets you a copy of the book and the artwork. Some tiers give you a chance to own originals or even help out with bonus stories. I want this to spread far and wide. I want you to look over your shoulder the next time you're alone and wonder whose voice it is you're hearing. It's all of us.
Still one of my favorite videos for the entire year. I think she did a great job. Hat and credit off to the great Leah Letterman. And we're going to move on to Tales from Nocturnia, my good friend Matt Knowles. Both these Kickstarters only have 24 hours. Don't you wait. Go back them today. This is going to be full of cool. Now, I'm going to talk about music in just a second after this, but here's some music to rock out to. So just a quick change before we go any further today. From now on, music that is not verified somehow is free for us to use because of the EAU's new laws and the reaction of both YouTube, Facebook, and other social media sites of now giving out strikes for things that they are now considering copyrighted we're removing all videos from even our site if it is not provable that it is not 100% copyright free, where we don't have to worry about getting in trouble. Matt Knowles created that music. We have his direct permission, so it's not an issue. But if you guys are putting music on, there's no way around it. You don't even get your videos on our site anymore. You're just going to see a picture on our site. This is us responding to what's going on with the copyright laws. It's not us. YouTube has been attacking people, and we just don't. We lost almost 800 subscribers the last time we went and had to start over. I'm not doing it again because a few people don't want to just pay attention to copyright laws. No offense to anyone. Not trying to throw shade on anyone. This is just us reacting to also not wanting to be fined, because the fines are now not going to go towards you, the person misusing the content, but it's going to be the platforms that allow it to play. So we're done with that. Let's check in with Northstar.
Hi, I'm Madeleine Salvage, a writer of Northstar. A lot of our readers from the Northstar graphic novel wanted to know more about Slash and Northstar's history, so we created a 4-issue series to feed your curiosity. This is the Kickstarter for issue 1. Northstar issue 1 is a fully coloured 20-page comic where rival mercenaries Northstar and Slash butt heads for the first time. If you haven't read the first book, it's not a problem. You can start with this one and it won't ruin any of the story for you. My co-writer Bob Getty and I wanted to create a story that wasn't as clean-cut as the traditional good versus bad. We were more interested in messed up characters and how they'd interact in certain situations. Does someone who enjoys murder have the capacity to be good? Can they work with others? Northstar loves her work as a mercenary. She enjoys a life where you don't have to settle down, and most of the people she works with she ends up killing. This means she struggles to interact normally with other people, so when Slash turns up, it's not your average interaction. There's a lot of hostility, and Northstar doesn't take it very seriously. Slash, however, is much more serious. He likes to get the job done, and the job done right, with as little mess as possible. He's efficient, deadly, but there's a softer, tortured side to him, and that plays a big part in breaking down Northstar's barriers. The Northstar series is about exploring what being a hero really means. Can you be redeemed if your main hobby is murder? And can unlikely friendships be formed? The artwork is by the incredible Amrit Birdie and his team at Amco Illustration Studio. They worked on a graphic novel with us, and we couldn't wait to work with them again for the issues. Check out the tiers below. We've got something to suit everyone, and if we reach our goal of 2,600, we've got some stretch goal targets, which are also listed below. Thank you everyone, and we hope you join us on Northstar's journey.
Alright, we're going to move on to the Ballad of Dusty Tortillas. After thwarting an assassination, a young man's gunsmith apprentice must make a life-changing decision. Alright, and Grimwood Crossing's Omnibus, Monster Hunters in the Wild West.
You know, this is my 4th time making a Kickstarter video, and it hasn't gotten any easier. Hey guys, my name is Connor Bartel, and with the help of my artistic collaborator Agad Ilhan, this is our 4th Kickstarter project. Grimwood Crossing is the product of 2 Kickstarter projects where we funded Volume 1 and Volume 2. Now we're back to put Volume 1 and Volume 2 together in one edition. For 22 pages of new Grimwood Crossing story, a bestiary written by Bobby himself, a journal written by the sheriff while he was an apprentice, so you get some insight into his education. Overall, all these new stories and extras really continues Bobby's education towards being the sheriff. If you already read Grimwood Crossing, this is a good chance to pick up new stories and features, get a little bit more content for you. If you've never read Grimwood Crossing before, this is the perfect time to pick it up because it's the entire series in one book, and it's the only time you're ever going to get this. We also have extras like art prints, custom commissions. You can buy a printout of the Grimwood Crossing map, and if you've already pledged Grimwood Crossing before, you get the printout of the map for free with a physical purchase. That's just our special thanks to you guys for being with us since the beginning. Agnes and I have been toiling away at this project since 2015, I think. Wow, that's longer than I thought it was. But we're so excited to finally bring this entire series to a conclusion. This is what we've been working towards the whole time, getting the entire story in one big book. Plus, we were able to take the stories to places we didn't even think we were going to be able to with these new stories. 22 pages of new content. That's a whole issue's worth of new content. Well, anyway, thanks for checking out the campaign. We really hope you guys are interested in what we have to offer here. And we also just want to thank everyone that's been with us since the beginning. If you're new to Grimwood Crossing, I hope you enjoy it. If you're returning to Grimwood Crossing, I really hope you guys like the new stories.
And of course, he was part of the Advocator. Another amazing project about to end is the Zombieful World of Steampunk Horror Adventure of Oz.
The year is 1914. Dorothy Gale has spent the last 10 years in a mental hospital, undergoing extensive therapy and reconditioning to convince her that there is no land of Oz. She has now returned to a normal life until one night she is confronted by the zombie Winky Guard, led by Nico, the king of the flying primates. Just when all seems lost, 3 old friends arrive to aid young Dorothy. Hi, I'm Eric Hawkins, creator of the Zombieful World of Oz, a steampunk fantasy horror adventure story. The comic is complete. I am just looking to share my story with fans of all things Oz. With your help, I'll be able to get the Zombieful World of Oz printed and shared with the world. I'm offering several contributor levels that include variant covers, special editions, sketches, prints, bookmarks, and more. I hope you find something about this project that interests you. This is just the beginning to a much larger world. Won't you return with me to the Zombieful World of Oz? Thank you for considering backing this project.
All right, guys, that's an awesome take on the Oz. Here is the Savage Sasquatch.
Sasquatch #1, the first issue in a 6-issue miniseries. It's an over-the-top action-adventure sci-fi story about Bigfoot in space. The legendary Sasquatch is no longer trudging his way through the Appalachian Forest and finds himself way over his head and completely out of place. If he's to survive, he must come to grips with his new situation in his wildly alien surroundings, liken it to Buck Rogers meets Big Trouble in Little China. You may be wondering, who's this guy, and can I trust him to complete this awesome comic? Great news! Issue 1 is 100% complete and ready to ship to the printer. As for me, for more than 15 years I have worked as an award-winning colorist for every major publisher and have helped put your favorite comic issues on shelves each and every month. In that time, I have also worked as a small press and independent comic creator, writer, and editor, and have produced a number of titles over the years. I've come to Kickstarter to ask you for your help in funding a large print run of issue #1. This book has been many, many years in the making, and you can help make it an actual reality. Oh, did I mention issue 1 is completely finished? And would you also like to know that issues 2 through 6 of Volume 1 have been penciled and inked as well? And as soon as the campaign is over and successful, production will be completed on the following issues. This series is happening. And with your help, I can get this great comic in the hands of people all over the world, and you can get some pretty sweet swag too when you pre-order it. Thank you for checking out my comic, and thank you for your pledge and support. Don't forget, share the campaign with all your friends and followers.
Now, that is awesome, but I want to show you something that's also super cool. And that's conception of full color horror comic. And Jax is waking up in the background. He's not feeling good. He's got the flu. So if I break away for a minute, I apologize.
you're living in that space inside you want to hide, always inside. You can't find light, and I'm taking all I can, taking all I can take.
Now that music is from the creator and a friend of mine. He's Anthony Rishichi, and he helped me with one of my first projects I did about anti-bullying. An amazing creator. Please check out his stuff today. Handyman, stopping the bloodthirsty Castilian cartel requires a fearless man with the right tools for the job. This is by Carpenter and Ashworth and is on Indiegogo till the 5th. Check out The Nomad.
Hi guys, my name is Bill, and I'm the writer and creator of The Nomad. I've been working on some indie comic books for a few years now, trying to get a couple titles off the ground. So far, I've funded them all out of my pocket, including most of this book. But as much as my wife supports my hobby, she says that if I spend a significant amount of money on any more comic books, there's going to be trouble. So hopefully that's where you guys come in. Stan, Robert, and I have been working on The Nomad for a few years now, off and on. It's been a passion project of ours, and we finally have enough to show you in hopes that you'll support the project. And we hope that after seeing this presentation, you fall in love with the world of The Nomad just as much as we have. Thank you.
Alright, I didn't get to verify that music, so we're going to move on to the Oswald Chronicles. Now this is free use music. Alright guys, this is Exlium, an epic 200-page graphic novel. If you're into Star Trek, Battlestar Galactica, or Firefly, you'll love Exlium. This is Beast Kings 1 through 3, adventure, science, fiction, action series. Tired of being hunted down like an animal, Jake has had enough. It's time for the hunted to become the hunter. This is Biggs and Tiny #1. Bang bang, not your average heroes. And again, this is free use music, but it's a little loud and I got the headache, so we'll just turn it down for a minute because it comes off real loud. Well, there's anything wrong with that normally. Plus, I wanted to read this message from Matt Knowles, so I kind of think it's important. Matt Knowles says, "Thanks, big man. Last day here, and yes, you have direct permission. We have been being hit hard by people backing out in their last days. Shockingly high numbers." Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Matt Knowles. Hopefully it doesn't affect you guys getting funded. That would be horrible. But what's not horrible is our next Kickstarter, which is Broke Down in 4 Dead Bodies.
Welcome to the Broke Down in 4 Dead Bodies Issue 2 Kickstarter. I want to catch you up on what's going on. The story so far. Meet Randy and Denver. Randy just got out of prison, and Denver has been working for Mr. Washington for a long time. They've decided to do a job together. and deliver a case to Miguel. This case was set up by Mr. Washington, but Miguel had other plans. Through a series of bad circumstances, Miguel hunted Denver and Randy down. Lots of guns, lots of violence, lots of F words. Gave us a broke down car and 4 very dead bodies. Welcome to the Broke Down and 4 Dead Bodies Kickstarter. This time with 1 extra body. Issue 2 continues right where the last one left off and introduces us into some new groups like the Psycho 78s and their motorcycle gang. Miguel is making new friends with the Spanish gang, and our boys Denver and Randy are still trying to figure out how to get out of the situation. We have loved meeting fans at comic shops and cons and through emails after our last successful Kickstarter. But now it's time to get back to work and get you guys issue 2. We have tons of rewards scheduled. At the bare basic, you can get Broke Down 1 and 2 for $5. You get the digital PDF of both. For $10, we'll give you Broke Down and 4 Dead Bodies 2 standard cover. This will include the digital version as well as the Advocator, which has a 4-page Broke Down story. For $15, not only will we give you the standard cover, we'll also give you cover B, done by the very talented Rich Woodall, as well as all the things we said before. For $50, we have a collector's kit with our artist edition, which is limited to 200 copies. This was a big hit the last campaign. That gets you all the covers as well as a physical version of the Advocator, some exclusive art prints. It's really cool. We also have a $60 version if you want to catch up from last time. For $100, we have something super cool. We have a poly bag. So this is a sealed bag with a sketch cover that we've collected from the con scene. It'll also include 2 random covers. It could be the artist edition, could be the black and white noir editions, which aren't available on the Kickstarter. These are really, really cool and really, really rare. Or be in issue 3. For $250, you could be in issue 3. Join the Psycho 78, the Washington Flavor, even McKell's Posse. All this as well as a collector's kit. What a great value.
You know, normally I'm not a huge fan of long videos, but today it worked to my benefit. I got to go check on Jaxie Boy. I got to make a sandwich. No, I'm kidding, of course. The amazing Travis Gibbs doing great things. So speaking of great things, Ruben Romero's got his Inferior? I don't know how to pronounce it. We're going to find out right now. This is new to the show. We just missed finding out about it last week. Here we go.
Hey everybody, my name is Ruben Romero, co-creator and co-writer of the INIE comic book. I just want to take a moment to say thank you for stopping by and checking out the project. Hopefully you love it just as much as we do, and you decide to pledge and come on this adventure with us. Me and Casey set out to create a book that paid homage to things that we love, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Supernatural, crime stories like Seven, and The Sopranos. All of those things kind of shaped our creative juices while putting this story together. We're going to go around the world. We're going to explore different cultures, different monsters, and how they shape those cultures through several crimes that are going to take our characters in this book on many different adventures. But most importantly, it's going to shape who they are. So hopefully you guys come on this adventure with us and help make this Kickstarter happen. Thank you.
Hello, Kickstarter! My name is Casey Balker, and I'm the co-creator of the INIE comic, along with Ruben Romero, who you just saw. We are so excited about this project. It's been something that we've been really working on for a while now, after doing a couple of our own successful Kickstarters. We knew that this was the platform to bring it to you guys. So INIE takes place in a world where magic and monsters exist. It follows along 3 Quantico students and the professor across the globe as they track down baddies, solving crimes, taking names, all that fun stuff. We've got great ink by Rodrigo Catraca, who's been doing just an amazing job making those pages pop, as well as our colorist, Avery Ferdinand, who, if you can see below, is bringing that stuff to life, juicy life. So we've got a lot of great awards. We've got t-shirts. We've got past comics that both Ruben and I have done, pint glasses, stickers. We've got, I don't know, a bunch of stuff. We got some stuff up our sleeve that we don't even want to reveal yet because we're super, super excited to share it with you. But this is going to be a fun ride through the next 30 days, and we need your help. We need you to bring our script to life and get it into your hands. And we're really excited about the project. We can't wait for you guys to join in. So reach into your hearts, your horror and sci-fi and comedy and mythological being hearts, and help us help you with Inferi. Thank you guys so much.
All right, guys. Here we go. Conceptual heist. Cyberpunk tech, and again, music used in this is free for use. Cyberpunk tech meets Jazz Age style, and it is awesome.
It's the year 2090. Gemma Heiss is about to steal one of the most famous paintings in history from a space station 350 kilometers from the surface of the Earth. Do you want to join the heist?
Hello, I'm JDC, writer and co-creator of the webcomic series Conceptual Heist. For 4 years now, Matt Gagnon and myself have been telling the story of Gemma Heiss in the webcomic strip Conceptual Heist. Now that we've completed the first story arc, it's time for us to bring you the book in print. In the year 2090, Gemma Heiss is an heiress, museum curator, absentee VP of a security company, but most importantly, she's about to take crime out of this world. She may not be Robin Hood, but she's getting there. Matt and I have come to Kickstarter to fund the coloring, printing of book one, and to bring it to a larger audience. We aim to bring you the 136-page trade paperback and other rewards like signed prints, original art, and the annotated script book as a creator commentary. And if you stay tuned to the Kickstarter, we'll be announcing lots of cool rewards during the campaign and our special stretch goals. By funding this project, we'll only be months away from taking this book from the web and placing it into your hands. This is your best opportunity to get the adventure in full color. So choose your reward, back us on Kickstarter, and join the heist.
Alright, Dad. Doesn't that look awesome? I don't know why there's another minute, honestly. This is new to our program, so I don't know if there's actually content. Usually there are outtakes when they do videos like this, though, so.
So, you waited around and hoped for some outtakes.
Hi, I'm JDC, writer and co-creator of Conceptual Heist. I am your father.
You owe Mom child support! Never mind.
This is your best opportunity.
What is it?
Boobs.
Baby.
That's gonna be cut.
Please back us on Kickstarter. Please back us on Kickstarter. God, he's so short.
Alright, now this one, it mentions Trump in the title. I watched the video beforehand. I don't think it's actually anything but talking about the current climate. It didn't seem to bash anything. We have a lot on the platform, but as always, you can send your hate mail to indieadvocates@yahoo.com and address it however you want. But creatively, I didn't think the creator was trying to cause any trouble other than just telling his story, so he is welcome to show it here. This is Jordan Clark's Elk Mountain, Part 1.
Hey everybody, Jordan Clark here, writer and co-creator of Elk Mountain. I'm here to give you kind of a quick rundown of the project and all that good stuff. So Elk Mountain is a comic about Valor, who is an immigrant superhero from Panama. His parents move here to give him an opportunity at a better life, but they have to flee the country, so he gets left behind in Elk Mountain, Wyoming. And it's kind of like if Superman never left Smallville, so he's kind of this big-time superhero in a small town. And everything's going great until, very recently where we see the shift in the way that we view immigrants as a country, politically and socially. And where he once was this inspirational figure, and now people are kind of fearing him and questioning him. And he's kind of looking at the situation where immigrants are being, locked up and detained and separated from their families, and kind of trying to figure out, where he fits in this country and, what kind of hero he wants to be. So it's an examination of kind of how, fear can tear communities apart, but also hopefully how, we can kind of bring things back together. In terms of rewards, we've got a lot of great stuff to offer you. I'm offering basically all of my comics for people who want them. I've got a digital anthology about the internet and identity and how all that stuff, bounces back and forth off each other. I've got a collection of short comics, The Black Experience, which is in the Library of Congress, which is pretty cool. I've got Still Not Equal, which is based on a James Baldwin essay. I've got Obeah, which is a story about African witches and the Salem witch trials. Vince has his story Page Turn, which is about mental health and superheroes. So a lot of great additional comic material. We're also doing comic tutorials, teaching people how to make comics. So if you're somebody who's just interested in how a comic book is made, or if you're somebody who is making comics and wants to get some more additional, background and information about that, I'll be doing one on writing. Vince will be doing one on art. Brittany will be doing one on coloring, and Hassan will be doing one on lettering. So just kind of giving you a complete, in-depth look at the creative process and how we go about doing stuff, and hopefully that's helpful to other people. Vince will be doing commissions. You can get drawn into the book if you want that. And yeah, hopefully, this is a project that, people can get excited about. We're really excited about it. We really love this book. We really want to get it out into the world. And hopefully it will be something that can kind of inspire people and give people a little bit of hope in these times. So check us out. Hopefully, you're into it as well, and we can make this thing real. Thanks.
All right, we're going to move on to the next amazing project, Ruby from the Planet of Oz. I don't know why everyone has a 3-minute video segment. We might start speeding them up because it's late in the day. And these all well, that's copyrighted material right there.
I'll lose my man card for this. Please,
yeah, all that's copyrighted.
Even at my age, Return of Oz still gives me nightmares. Hi, my name is Kyron Silva, creator of Shaman's Destiny and Saw the Lightning Bolter. Today I'm here to bring you my third series, Ruby from Planet Oz. Ruby from Planet Oz is a 6-issue black and white miniseries written and drawn by myself with inks by the talented Larry Haynes. It details how Ruby was abducted on Earth and taken to Oz, then shows her growing up and launching the final battle against the Queen of the West. I'm here on Kickstarter to get the necessary funds that are needed to pay the crew that are putting this book together, cover the cost of printing all the rewards, books, things like that, and to make sure that you have the first chance of getting this book. Now, besides the book, you have options of getting variant covers, mini prints, mini pop figures, t-shirts, custom art from sketch covers to sketch cards, and more. So this is your chance to get on the ground for one of the most exciting books you'll see in 2019. Now this book has already started production. We've already done a few pages. We're already along the way. So hopefully once this actually gets funded, it won't be too much longer after this to get the book. Now there will be an option to upgrade the book to a color version if you get the right amount of funding, but we can't do that without your help. So please take your time, look over the rewards that are on this page. I thank you for listening to this crazy video, and I hope you have a great day.
looks interesting, right? We're not going to stay for bloopers because, like I said, we're a little late in the day. Lita is back on Kickstarter for our 4th issue of the manga sci-fi adventure. The adventure continues. Lita has new allies in her fight against tyranny in the science fiction Magna-style adventure. Books of Laxia. We don't know if it's copyrighted or not. Oh no, wait. I actually think that we did get an answer, and this was free for use. This is free for use. We actually got in touch with Aaron.
The year is 1914. Dorothy Gale has spent the last 10 years in a mental hospital, undergoing extensive therapy and reconditioning to convince her that there is no land of Oz. She has now returned to a normal life until one night she is confronted by the zombie Winky Guard.
Sorry about that. I actually don't know why it started to do that, to be honest with you guys. That was weird. Glitch in the background. Oh wow, I've got 8 messages since being on here. Alright, bear with me guys. I just realized that we hadn't played something, and I added it today, and it's weird that it's not there. And I haven't seen it yet, so I just wanted to check something before... hold on, give me a second. It came in this morning. And sometimes it takes me a minute to scroll backwards. Alright, so it was Project Luminous. And for some reason, 8 days to go. Yeah, we should have seen this by now. Alright. I've never played the music.
Welcome to...
Yeah, okay. So here, I'm going to share this with you guys, because I think that for some reason it didn't take, but it should have. So here we go.
Christou, an artist who loves to paint fantasy, fairy tales, and surrealism. The Alice in Wonderland art series I've created has been a passion project for me for 4 years now. And since a child, I have loved reading the Lewis Carroll books and watching various interpretations on TV and film. I have created 4 new Alice in Wonderland artworks for fans, and I'm releasing them as special products. The new artworks include the Mad Hatter's Tea Party, the March Hare, Rainbow Cheshire Cat, and a new Cheshire Cat. Great news, I also have my existing popular 5 paintings on offer, making it a total of 9 artworks which will be released as special products. The rarest product is the archival 10-colour ink canvas print, which looks gorgeous. It is a fade-resistant, scratch-resistant and environmentally friendly canvas, and it comes in 3 sizes, 45cm, 70cm and 1 metre. All my Alice in Wonderland artworks that are landscape are also very rare and limited to only 200 that have ever been made. And my portrait-oriented Alice in Wonderland artworks are limited to only 500 canvases in total. What is exciting is that I also have metallic ink prints on photographic paper, and I'm releasing for the first time my landscape works exclusive to Kickstarter as metallic ink prints. What I'm also super excited about is that I have a new product for all, which is the keyring mirrors. I have 2 artworks which will be going on these keyrings, which includes the Cheshire Cat and the Mad Hatter at the beginning. As we hit stretch goals, I will be releasing new keyring mirror artworks, plus new illustrations. I will also be giving Kickstarter backers topics to vote on for both the new keyring artworks and new paintings. I know you will all love these metallic ink prints and new canvas artworks, and I know these keyrings are going to be so cool. I look forward to seeing you on the Kickstarter. Thank you so much for your support, and I really look forward to sending out the goods to you all. Check you later.
I really don't know why that's not listed. It should have been listed. We'll add it in after the show. I only knew that we're getting to the end right now because of Belial. Excuse me. Sorry. Belial, I know, was later in the program. There's, I think, only 2 more after Belial. So, yeah, I'm glad that I was aware enough to know that. But here's Belial. I'm going to sneeze again. We're just going to play the video. Take it away, Chuck. Come on, Chucky. Oh, what's going on? Alright, I don't know why we're not getting volume on this. Alright, that's... Oh, wait. Let me see something. There it is. Fixed it.
Belial.
Alright, let's start over.
Oh, hey, I'm Chuck Pino, and if you're here, that means you found our cool little book, Belial. About a year and a half ago, my good buddy Sean, he pitched me this idea. What if the original creator of hell, Belial, were to be usurped by Lucifer? And now Lucifer runs it, and all he wants is to take it back. I thought that was a kind of cool idea. So I said I'd think about it. And then I came back to him the next day with a comedy. And Belial owns a bar. Any sane publisher would have dropped me like a sack of potatoes right there and then. Sean knew me, and he was ready for the weird. So we went ahead and we made that book. And now, everything you see in front of you, well, that's the fruit of our labors, my friend. Anyways, we would really love for you to check out Belial. I think it's probably going to be one of the funniest things you get to enjoy easily this year on Kickstarter. Anyways, we're really glad you're here, and we really hope you enjoy what we've got. To a kick-ass Kickstarter. Cheers.
Oh, man. Sorry. I'm actually literally having trouble sitting back up in my seat. I'm having sharp pain. I apologize. My Kingdom for a panel. It's a Shakespearean anthology, a comic anthology featuring the works about or inspired by William Shakespeare. It's pretty cool. You guys got to check it out. Sorry, my voice keeps going in and out. And Matthew Kunn gave us this from Jack Holder. Travis Gibbs also part of this. This is Why Faith.
Have you ever wondered why we're here? What is the purpose of this place, of this creation, of you? My name's Jack Holder, and I'm the editor of Why Faith, a collection of short comics dedicated to answering that very question. Why we have faith, why we don't, what that means for our lives. In this book, you can read stories like finding faith in eating a nectarine, new takes on the creation of the planet, in futuristic and absurdist content, doctrine that hurts and heals and loves, and so many lonely people reaching out into the dark and asking if anyone is there. These stories are created by some of the most amazing people I've been honored to work with. People like New York Times bestselling author Paul Young and Jody Lynn Nye, Eisner Award winner Trina Robbins, USA Today bestselling author Russell Nolte, and dozens more, all striving to answer this question of why, with love, compassion, and no small amount of humor. I'm here asking you to please check out our book. The project is completed and finalized, but we need your help to make a full print run. Clicking the link below will take you to a 30-page preview with 7 of our stories. Check it out, enjoy, and then please back our project. We have some amazing rewards. The anthology and an adjoining art book, deluxe behind-the-scenes glimpses that you will not see anywhere else, even being written into the next story from Jody Lynn Nye. So many more beyond that. Thank you so much for watching. It is amazing that you are joining us in this journey of faith and discovery. We wish you all the best. Thank you, and happy reading.
Alright, guys, so that's it for the actual show today. Remember, $1 can... I'm so sorry about being sick. $1 can make dreams come true, show support, attract attention, fund projects, and supports creators and creates new worlds. Kickstarter for the independent creator, a second and informative practical guide to crowdfunding. It's by Madeline Holly Rising. You guys know how awesome she is. And Christian Shin is an illustrator, another amazing creator. And soon, possibly next Monday, I want to make sure that we mail out all the issues from the first Kickstarter before we go live. So maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're waiting for the prints to come back at this point. Jeff Weber's Scientist is going to be May 7th. And Nathaniel Demon is going to be there. So that is it, guys. That's the show. Thank you. If you want us to add your stuff to the show, just find us at indieadvocates.com or indieadvocates@yahoo.com, or find us on Facebook. And so you guys are aware, I'm going to tell you real quick before I head out tonight. This is a new thing. Every day we're going to be having a thread that encourages you guys on my own personal page to share your links, projects, and all the things that you're doing. And that's right here, the Daily Indie News. Now, a lot of people haven't taken a lot of advantage of this. It's a bad idea not to take advantage of this. Not only are you spreading it to the people who come to my page, but you're also going to get your stuff onto the actual site. Don't miss out. Take advantage of the opportunity. That's it for tonight, guys. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Mr. Anderson, and I certainly hope to be done with the flu by the next time you guys hear from me. Tune in tomorrow as Brian K. Morris does the indie news for us, and later on tomorrow I hope to be doing the Comic-Con forecast. I might push it till Friday, depending on how my voice handles the rest of today. You guys are awesome. Stay awesome. Support each other by going to Kickstarter and backing an amazing indie creators project today.